From fast food fame to fast food shame, Subway spokesman Jared Fogle pleading guilty to child pornography charges, and that's not all.
No, prosecutors say between New York and his native state of Indiana, Fogle paid to have sex with 14 victims that he knew were kids. Part of his plea agreement involves him paying more than $1 million to the victims for counseling. Tonight, we are hearing from the Southwest Florida woman who says she was one of the witnesses who tipped off federal authorities to Fogle.
Mentioned to you that he in fact did have relations with underage children?
He did. Yes, he did. And from here in the United States to when he was on his international tours, and then visits to Thailand.
So how does someone like Jared, a father of two, get to this point, and what are the red flags to look out for?
For New Corner's Lisa Greenberg asking a Southwest Florida therapist for those answers. Lisa?
Well, Patrick and Amy, the mental health counselor I talked to tells me when we hear about people like Jared, we want an explanation. We want to know how or why this could happen to make ourselves feel better and to understand. But the answer to this question isn't a simple one.
I'm Jared, the Subway guy, and this is my story.
And the pages on Jared's journey are drastically changing, falling from the eat fresh pitchman to accused sex offender, possessing pornographic images of kids as young as 6 and engaging in sex acts with more than a dozen minors as young as 16.
Remember Jared from Subway?
So how do people like Jared end up like this?
People who do that behavior are pretty disturbed. Clearly there's some deep issues that this person has that he will clearly need to work out in long-term therapy.
Mental health counselor David Llewellyn tells me it's hard to know exactly why Jared went down this path, but says generally there are red flags before adulthood.
Early signs in childhood or adolescence of sort of antisocial kind of behaviors.
Behaviors like avoiding family get-togethers, cruelty to animals or other kids, breaking rules or lying frequently, and engaging in compulsive sexual behavior. They may also be victims themselves.
There is some evidence that suggests that people who have these tendencies have experienced some sort of sexual molestation or sexual trauma themselves in their own life.
Is it possible that Jared Fogle could come out of this completely treated of what's going on here?
Is it possible? Yes. The focus of therapy is to help them learn to refocus their desires and to be able to stop the behavior so that they're not hurting people.
A hurt, he says, that affects more than the victims.
While it'll be difficult for his friends and his family to accept that he's capable of doing those kinds of things, he's at least getting himself in a position to be able to receive the help he needs.
Meanwhile, Fogle's wife saying in a statement today, quote, "I am extremely shocked and disappointed. I'm in the process of seeking a dissolution of the marriage. We'll stay on top of this developing story and bring you any new information as soon as we get it." Live in the studio, Lisa Greenberg, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you, Lisa.